This video is for my hypermobile and fibro buddies out there. So in a couple of videos ago, we were showing loading patterns for unilateral work. Why do you want to be on one leg when you're doing your training? Because 60% of the time you spend walking is on one leg. It makes sense, it's transferable. We want to get stronger at things that we do a lot, like walking. However, a lot of people really struggle to figure out how to get the correct loading pattern so we could do things like glute med fire-ups. And what they were doing instead is contracting the hips and the obliques, even though I said, guys, please don't do that. But you still did. Not your fault. I'm gonna show you how to rectify it using a wall and a Johnny. You guys may not have a Johnny. I do. He's a good Johnny. He's the best one I've ever had. He's gonna help me show you. Yeah, this is my Johnny. Say hello, Johnny. Yeah, they don't need a life story. Cool. So once we are in this position, feet flat against the door, okay? We are gonna imagine that we're stood up and we're using the left leg. That's our stance leg, the leg we're stood on. So all we're doing is pushing through this left leg so that this side comes up, okay? See, I can get my fingers underneath Johnny's foot. If you relax, bring it back down, Johnny. So you guys at home, when you're practicing, you're basically pushing through one leg to lift the opposite off. So Johnny did it the opposite way. He will be getting beatings later, don't worry. Let's stick to the left side, Johnny. Perfect, so we're pushing through. There we go, and we're back. And again, perfect. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up so you can see it better. I also can't be bothered to edit this later, so I'm just gonna show you here. Easy peasy, look at that. What Johnny isn't doing though, is using all of his hips and obliques to just hike it. That is bad. We need to push through the legs, guys. But in short, that is pretty much it. If you practice it like that, it translates to this. Much better. Also, added little tip, guys. When you're here, lean and load. Head over the leg that we're pushing through. Because if you don't, you're off center, okay? Lean and load, push through, perfect place to start doing your unilateral work. Boom.